You've been on the clay a few days. Obviously, you know, it's something you've been thinking about. How do you rate it at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's different, isn't it? You can definitely tell, you know, you get on the clay, points are being played in a different way, and obviously it's always tough the first couple of days because I haven't played on clay in, I don't know, 9 or 10 months, so it's just a little bit of, you know, you need more patience, many more bad bounces, especially coming from hard courts, you know. But the weather's been great here. I could really practice well, and so far so good, you know. I guess I need a match to really judge my level.
So speaking of,
É preciso tradução?
speaking of practice, can you elaborate a bit on the new arrangement?
Yeah, I mean, Jose's going to do this week, and then we see how it goes from here. You know, yeah, it was nice enough from his part to come over. You know, all the way from the States. So, but yeah, I mean, it's been 3 days together. You know, so it's just all starting. You know, but I'm happy he's here.
Ok. Preciso tradução. Aí a pergunta foi sobre a nova associação. O Roger está cá com o José Higueras esta semana. E o Roger disse que o José está cá esta semana. Foi bom ele ter vindo dos Estados Unidos, porque ele está baseado na zona de Palm Springs. Estamos a trabalhar há 3 dias e por enquanto tem sido bom.
Can you just explain how you came to the decision, you know, to hook up with Jose? Is it short, something that just came, or how did it work?
Well, I've been you know, thinking about a coach for a long time. You know, thinking who would be the right guy, and you know, obviously then you have a few names, but there's not too many out there. You know, and so you know, once I had Jose in my mind, I gave him a call and said if he was interested. He was quite flexible, which was good, and he came over, so it was good.
Before you left America, like Miami, or were you in Europe?
Yeah, it was when I was in the States. You know, I was just going through all the possibilities again, so we took a decision in the States. Yeah.
Hi, Henrik from Reuters. I was wondering if this new arrangement you have with Jose is an attempt to finally clinch the French Open, which is the only Grand Slam missing from your title.
I mean, I wouldn't think it's only because of the French Open. I think that would be the wrong way to look at it. I mean, I try to improve as a player, and for this, you know, you're having people around, you know, who make you better and fitter and stronger, and you know, recover quicker. You have a physio, you have a you know, condition training, you have a coach, you know, traveling coach like my captain, you have a guy like Jose, you know, and these guys all, you know, work hard to make it, you know, play better. If that then ends up being the French Open, that's obviously the perfect scenario at the moment because we're on clay, but I didn't hire him just for the French Open. That would be, I think, the wrong approach for me.
Roger, sorry.
Yeah.
You say it's for this week, so if it goes well this week, is it an arrangement where he would be prepared to stay with you for the next 5 weeks or whatever it is? I mean, is that the
Yeah, I mean,
strategy?
we'll have to see how it goes, but he will probably stay for another week or so, and then maybe go back and come back again, you know, for whatever, after Rome, and then maybe stay for the French, then we'll see how it goes from there, but sort of pretty open at the moment. He's pretty flexible, which is a good thing for me.
Are you looking at him as just a clay consultancy, or could this be that coach?
No, I mean, look, he's definitely going to just do, you know, a few weeks a year. He's not going to be doing the 30, 40-week stuff, you know. For that, I think that's not what he really wants, you know. And I think he was going to do the practice week. Similar arrangement with Tony, you know. Occasionally, you know, he would then come, but first we got to get through this week and see how it goes from there. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to be playing, you know, sort of a smaller tournament for a change again, you know, for my standard. For the last years, I've only played Masters Series and Grand Slams on clay courts. So for me to come and play a smaller tournament, maybe since Munich, maybe, which I've won I think in 2003, it's just it's a nice thing, because being here as the ultimate favorite and having hopefully a little bit of an easier draw than at Masters Series and just a little bit more relaxed atmosphere. It's for me a good thing, hopefully the right thing, to really kick off the clay court season. Haven't had too many days on clay yet, so it's going to be a tough tournament, after all, I think for all of us, because it's early in the clay court season, but after that I hope I can really get on the roll because of Estoril. I hope it's going to pay off and I can do well at all the other tournaments and then obviously especially at the French Open.
If it goes well in Estoril, do you think that you can come next year to Estoril again?
Sure. I mean, honestly, I really like this place. I've been very surprised. I mean, I was here in Estoril once for the Laureus Awards a few years ago. I only saw the hotel and the casino, and that's it. But this time around, the weather's perfect, and people are really nice. The countryside is really beautiful. The ocean is always something I enjoy a lot, and I'm very, very surprised. So it's a really good thing, and when you have that combination, I always like to come back to places I enjoy. So chances are better now that I've been here.
Este é o primeiro torneio não Master Series que o Roger joga antes de Roland Garros desde Munique em 2003, um torneio que ele ganhou.
But why do you choose to come to Europe? Because this tournament is left to the French Open?
Well, the thing is, this year the schedule is a little bit different than the last few years, meaning that I only have 1 week between Monaco and Rome, whereas normally I have 2 weeks. So I always like to use those weeks for practice weeks, but this year, because the clay court season is cut by 1 week, won't be really having much practice time anyway. So I decided actually to, instead of practicing, I play an extra tournament, and for that I looked at the schedule and I thought it was going to be better to play 2 and 2 before the French Open instead of 4 in a row. And for this, the Estoril week was the perfect one, and they were kind enough to invite me here, and I've heard good things about it, and I haven't been disappointed. So now all I need to do is make sure I play well and please the Portuguese people here.
You choose training with Portuguese guys.
Excuse me?
You choose training with Portuguese players in the last
Mm.
Why was that so?
Well, I mean, I know Gustavo Elias from Miami last year already. I practiced, or in Monaco last year, excuse me. I practiced with him for a week or so already, so I know him very well. And I saw him again in Miami. Then the other day when I played with the other guys, it was just whoever's around, I'm happy to hit. Obviously there's more Portuguese player here than almost Spaniards or whatever, so it happened to be Portuguese kids. But I think Gustavo's a good player, and I hope he can, make it on tour soon.
Just one more. It's about football. I know that you like it also.
Sure.
Cristiano is the big star. I want to ask you if you think he should be nominated the best player this year.
Best player this year?
The best player of the year.
Tough call. I mean, I guess in soccer it's always the tough question, what club you play for, what counts as the best player, but I guess he's in the top 5, isn't he? I mean, he's had a good season at Manchester. He's made many goals, but at the end it's going to come down to the European Cup, huh? So if he wants to become the best, he has got to win there. Unfortunately, they're in the group with Switzerland, so it's going to be hard for them.
Do you want to see some games of the European Championship?
I will try to, we're very proud, to host, the European Championships with Austria. I think it's going to be a beautiful event. It's a big hype already in Switzerland now, a little bit less than 100 days before the European Championships, and yeah, Switzerland plays in my home country in Basel, which is a great thing for us, and I think there's a chance I could go. It depends obviously on how I play at the French Open, because the start is towards the final weekend of the French Open, and I think it's over at the final weekend of Wimbledon or the week before. I'm not sure. So I'm in Europe, and when I'm in Europe, obviously I have more possibilities to come back to Switzerland because it's my home. But we're very excited and hope I can see a match here or there.